Hello, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea. Welcome to every single one of you here. Thank you for being here. We have a reading today asking your spirit guides, what is the advice you need the most right now? Okay, the most pressing advice they have for you. And before we get into your pile selection, wanted to let you all know I have a free reading contest every month. All you have to do is be a subscriber who likes and comments on the videos, and you just have to comment the words free reading in the comment section below. Okay, let's get into your pile selection. Pile number 1, this is your card, New Beginnings. Then we have the blue Aura Quartz paired with that New Beginnings card. Okay, pile number 2, you've got this Wonders card. And you are paired with this Sulfur Quartz. And group number 3, your pile number 3, you have this Inner Peace card. And it is paired with the Black Obsidian. Okay, you pick whichever one you're drawn to the most, and the timestamps for the different piles will be in the description box below. See you in your reading. Hi, group number 1, if you chose this New Beginnings card here, let's put your card to the side as well as your crystal, and then we will get right into your pile selection and your reading. And so for today's reading, I did pre-shuffle. And so we've got some cards here that popped out during my pre-shuffle. Okay, we're gonna start off with tarot, I think, actually. These are your tarot cards, and then we'll get into your oracle. And let's see, what is the most important advice that your spirit guides have for you right now? Okay, first tarot card is the Weaver of Boons. This is the Queen of Pentacles in a traditional tarot. Then you've got the Four of Challenges, which is the Four of Swords. Seeker of Spells, which is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Then you've got the Wise Woman, which is the High Priestess. And then your last tarot card is the Seven of Challenges, which is the Seven of Swords in a traditional tarot. Okay. So, group number 1. The first thing that's coming through, and we're going to pull out your oracle pretty quick here, but I just wanted to look at the tarot cards first and just see what I'm getting from them. But kind of the first thing I'm kind of getting is with this High Priestess coming right beside the Seven of Challenges. You know, the Seven of Challenges or the Seven of Swords can be about any kind of deception at all. And it can be about other things too, but it can also be like the need to feel like you have to sneak around, or sometimes it's just someone needing to be very strategic, you know, not necessarily a deceptive thing. But what I'm getting with it coming right beside the High Priestess, which is about intuition, inner knowing, psychic powers, all of that stuff, being really connected with your higher self. I feel like some of you there's some self-deception going on for this group, and that's what your spirit team really wants to bring your attention to right now. And it has something to do with some kind of new beginning. It has something to do with maybe going after something or being open to something new. Not quite sure exactly yet, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's some self-deception about something that could possibly be new coming into your life. And then we've got the Four of Swords beside the Knight of Wands, okay? And in this particular tarot deck, this Knight of Wands, she's a witch. And she's taking a risk by going out into the dark, into the night, by herself to find this like magical flower that's going to be very helpful for her. She feels very passionate about like finding this flower, and she's decided to like be brave and courageous and go after what she wants here. But she's taking a risk here. And the Four of Challenges is more of a conservative energy where you feel like you need to rest, retreat, protect yourself. It's more of a rest energy than it is like a retreat kind of energy, you know, than self-protection. When self-protection, I think of the Four of Pentacles a little more, but with these cards coming right beside each other, I feel like your spirit team wants you to take a risk, a bit of a risk. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here, or maybe not a risk. Maybe that's not the best word. Maybe you're perceiving it as a risk, but it's really not. We'll see. But it's something that you feel maybe a little unsure about. This is a call to have some courage about something is what I'm getting. And pardon me, back to the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very grounded energy. This is a very nurturing, grounded, stable energy. So that's good. It's good to have these energies, and it's good to have, these passionate go-getter, a little bit more, a little bit more risky sometimes. We have to take risks in life, we inevitably, that's part of progress, of self-development. But there is a balance here in this energy here between being grounded but also being brave, So let's just see what you got for your oracle. Okay, your first oracle is no need to fear. Yeah. Remember how powerful you are. Yes. I feel like you need to believe in yourself about something. Okay, this advice that you need right now the most is about believing in yourself and not letting yourself make decisions out of fear. Okay. Then you have mugwort dreams, rhythm, higher self. Yes, higher self. Reality and rest. Interesting. You've got a rest card here, and you've got higher self here too. And you've got additional messages here about reality, rhythm, dreams. So when we think about, this is kind of moon energy in this card. It's kind of like there's something hidden. Yeah, and it's like, I'm getting a couple messages. For some of you, you need to pay attention to your dreams, or there's some message wanting to come through to you from your higher self that I feel like maybe you just aren't receiving right now because you're not paying attention to your dreams, or there's too much fear kind of blocking it. Also, there's some kind of message here about some kind of, I don't know what other word to use besides block, but like there's some kind of interference in you really, again, knowing how powerful you are, knowing your own abilities and potential in some situation. But so there's something hidden from you here. Something hidden from you, but it's like you're hiding it from yourself. If that makes any sense. You're hiding something from yourself because I think there's too much fear or self-doubt or something, or just, well, I was going to say not trusting, but that relates to fear as well. But again, there's this really strong grounded energy over here, and it's like, I feel like with this multiple messages coming through here about rest, maybe that some of you need to just, I don't know, tap into your higher self somehow, meditate, start making intentions before you go into your dreams about getting a message from your higher self. Some sort of connection with self in a grounded kind of way as well, not just through dreams. That might be very helpful, I think, for a lot of you, but I think really just like sitting under a tree, meditating, connecting with yourself, with the intention of the meditation to be connection with your higher self, your own inner knowing. There's a strong inner knowing here that's being hidden from you. And I feel like some of you, there's some opportunity here for some kind of new beginning that this is all relating to. And your next oracle is Oath. Interesting. You've got Oath and then the 7 of Challenges. Oath is like a promise. Have you broken some kind of promise to yourself? Are you breaking some kind of promise to yourself? Are you breaking a promise to someone else because you're too scared? This is a message to be very true to yourself. Be committed to yourself. Follow through on your own promises to yourself. Okay? And then we've got High Priestess of Earth. This is about taking care of yourself. This is a very strong message about taking care of your body. This is the earth energy. So this is about tangible things, like taking really good care of your body. There's some advice here that's you need to prioritize. There's a real strong message about needing to prioritize yourself here in terms of getting reconnected with yourself, finding belief in yourself, finding your own power again. Resting if you've been working too hard. This is a call to really for some self-care and some rest if that's what's needed for you. Okay, and let's see what else you got. You've got a couple yoga affirmation cards here. The first one is invitation. So this says, by thinking of something, you place it in your mind. In this way, you invite it into your life. Are you courting disaster or keeping good company? Your thoughts are your choice. Yeah, exactly. This is that there's some kind of self-deceptive sort of thoughts, like, our thoughts are a way, our thoughts and our feelings are a way of inviting things into our life. Although I have to say with that, I really don't believe, just because you have a negative thought, that means it's going to come true. I really don't believe that. I think different thoughts have different vibrations, and it's more about like a consistency thing. I don't think there's a human on the planet that doesn't ever have negative thoughts. And that doesn't mean that something negative is going to happen to them. It's just overall about, it's about vibration and frequency. And so like overall, what is your overall vibration that you're sending out with your thoughts? Is it constant fear? Is it constant? Then that's where you really need to start intervening on your own thoughts and learning how to shift them and to start tipping the scales in the terms of like a scales of like scary, negative, fearful thoughts and like positive, hopeful, mindfulness, all of that stuff, where you could just, instead of being scared, you could get out of that fearful thought by like finding something in the moment to focus on instead. Start listening to whatever sounds you can hear around you or whatever. It's like you got to tip the scales towards the hope, the joy, the belief in oneself, the confidence. For me, that's what it's really about. It's about how you're tipping the scales in terms of your overall energy, overall patterns of thinking and behavior, because our thinking impacts our behavior at the end. It totally does. Okay, so then we've got prepare. With great awareness and precision, connect to your environment. See the most immediate task that is set before you and approach it with total focus. Yeah, so maybe there is, with this rest message and this stuff coming through, there's a need for preparation. And this preparation is like, what I'm getting is like, prepare yourself mentally and emotionally by doing some of the things we've already talked about. And then, you need to get clear about, I think your intentions, or I don't know, like some mental clarity, some mental preparation, some mental rebalancing, some self-care. This is not a time for things to be too complicated, I think, especially we've got this next card, simplicity. And it says, it only takes a subtle shift to align with your own magnificence. The simplest solutions are often the most effective. Okay. So your advice, group number 3, is you need to think about where you're out of alignment with yourself in terms of how you're living your life right now. And then look at why. And why has to do with some kind of inner truth you're hiding from yourself. Or maybe, again, you've broken some kind of promise to yourself, and your advice is to look at that again and fulfill your own promises to yourself. Ones that are, in alignment with your, highest good. But your advice from your spirit team right now is like, do not overcomplicate this part of your life. Really, it's very simple. You need to just, I think, slow down, either physically or mentally or both. Take some time, to really connect with the self, to really nurture yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind. There is a call to have, put one foot in front of the other right now. And things are you're going to get to where you need to go by just putting one foot in front of the other, taking very good care of yourself along the way, not getting too far in the future, not getting sucked in by negative, fearful forecasting about the future. If you can only believe in yourself for the next step, that's all you could do for right now, well, then do that. Believe that you can do this next step. Even let's say you got some kind of offer. You got an offer for something. Let's say you got an offer for a job, or got asked out on a date, or I don't know, some kind of new beginning. And you're like, the only thing you can do, you have no idea if you can do this, how you can do this, how it's going to turn out. Let go of all of that and just figure out the next step. And the next step is saying yes. You say yes. Very strongly here. And then you figure out the next step after that. Okay, you said yes. Now what is the next step? And go like that. And because I really think this preparation is not about preparing and strategizing your whole future. No, I think this is mental preparation. And for you, it's like I said, tipping those scales and keeping it simple, taking care of yourself. I feel like you need to get in with this Queen of Pentacles here and this message about self-care. Yeah, there's a lot of self-nurturing energy here, and there's a real need to get out of your head into your body, get grounded. Real need to get grounded here for this group, okay? And yeah, that is the advice that you need the most right now. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. If you chose this sulfur quartz and the wonders card, let's put this card. It's a beautiful card. Let's put it to the side and we will get your cards out. So I did pre-shuffle today and I took what popped out as I was doing that for you with the intention of you getting the advice from your spirit team, the advice that you need the most right now. We're going to start with your tarot and let's have a look. Your first tarot card is King of Pentacles. It says Keeper of Boons, but it's actually the King of Pentacles in a traditional tarot. Okay, and then you've got Ace of Visions, which is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, then we've got the Five of Boons, which is the Five of Pentacles. Then we've got the Four of Visions, and this is the Four of Cups. Yeah, and then we've got the Weaver of Spells, which is the Queen of Wands. Okay, I'll just say a little bit right now and then we'll get into your oracle, but very strongly right now with this Five of Boons right beside the Four of Visions. So the Four of Visions or the Four of Cups, like this, it can be about a lot of things. This guy here, he looks bored. He is not paying attention to any of these beautiful surroundings he has. Maybe he's disappointed, you know, but he's missing stuff. He's missing the beauty and the wonders around him, okay? And then you've got the Five of Pentacles here, and this is a card of, it can be a card speaking about like real life things like poverty, sickness, like hard times, you know, but it can also talk about mental aspects of those things. So like lack mentality, yeah, just like not believing in possibilities, thinking that there just isn't enough out there for you, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And so I really feel like you've got this Ace of Visions, which is a, like I said, Ace of Cups. And you can see in this one, it's this beautiful swan, and she's looking in, you can see her here, right? And then she's looking at her reflection in the water, and she's got a crown on, like you could see. She's got a crown and this pendant, like she's got, yeah, like she's a queen in the water. And again, there's this message coming through about like not seeing something around you. This card too, actually, and so these, in this particular message in this card, these children or these people they're trying to figure out how they're going to survive. They're cold, they're hungry, they got nowhere to sleep. And they don't even see, they're so focused on this, they don't even see like a pathway that is going to lead to a warm hut that has a fire inside. It probably has food inside. And it's not that they've been kicked out of here or anything. They're so suffering so much that they just can't even see it, you know? So I feel like you are missing, the advice you are getting from your team right now has to do with you're missing something. You're not seeing something that you need to see. And with this Wonders card coming in, it's like either you don't see an opportunity in front of you, or you don't see something that's like beautiful and magical around you, or you've really limited your own possibilities for yourself in your mind. I think the oracle will help us understand that more, but very clearly you're missing something, you're not seeing something properly. Okay. And it could just be yourself that you're not seeing properly. I don't know. I feel like it's something around you that you're not seeing. Either that or it's like possibilities that you're not seeing. And you've got the King of Pentacles, which is like abundant, really worked hard to like, he's worked hard to like, you know, achieve his own abundance. And he's happy. He's very fulfilled. He's happy. He's abundant. He's safe. He's secure. He's stable. He's grounded. A lot of material success. And you've got the Queen of Wands, who is like powerful, charismatic, a really good manifester, goes after her passions, a leader, you know. So let's get your oracle and see more about what this advice is for you. So your first oracle is, I want to be a queen. Look at that. You want to be a queen. The Queen of Wands in particular says, start stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. I wonder if some of you have some kind of perception of like you don't have options in a situation that you actually do have options. Like you feel like you're trapped or limited in some situation you actually aren't. Sorry, I'm going to move this up. Is there something in your life, group number 2, that is making you feel trapped or like a slave, or like, yeah, like you don't have freedom in some part of your life? If that is true, if that resonates for you, there are options you're missing, okay? That it's not the case. You can be free. You have more than one option. This could also be right now, group number 2, you're in it. The universe is sending you some kind of test. And I feel like this happens to us sometimes when we're trying to up level, when we're trying to like up level in any way, spiritually, relationship wise, career abundance, anything. I feel like sometimes the universe is like, do you really want this? Or do you really believe in yourself? Have you really done the work you need to do? And kind of sometimes I feel like it gives you a test to see if it's really what you want, or it's really where you're at, or just to teach, have you learned the lesson you need to learn, you know, before you get to this up level. I really feel like that it's happened in my own life for sure. Then you've got ancient amulets, fortune, protection, skills, possessions. Interesting. So an amulet, there's different kinds of amulets, right? I mean, there's different kinds of crystals and stones, and we pick, when we're looking for an amulet or a crystal to work with, we look at its properties, right? Because we have an intention behind what energy we want. Sometimes it's protection that we want. Sometimes it's clarity. Sometimes it's healing, you know? So I think there's a message here. One is that I think that, yeah, there's some kind of divine protection here. You really might be being tested here by the universe, by your spirit team. Not in a negative way, like I said. This is just for your own personal growth and development. But I feel like you are protected here. Like there's a strong spiritual presence here. And then there's a message here about you need to be clear about your intention. Like, what do you want? Some of you with this skills and possessions, like you've got skills and possessions. I mean, the King of Pentacles is skilled, don't get me wrong, but I feel like when I think about like someone who's just got like crazy skills, you know, in terms of the tarot and the court cards, I do think about the wands, the King and Queen of Wands. So maybe you don't see your own talents and skills. Maybe you're too focused I don't know, maybe there's a focus on possessions here for some of you right now, and you're too focused on the material, so you're missing something. But yeah, I think that there is a message here, like I was saying before, about to get clear about what you want, what intention do you have, and energetically, how do you support that? What are the people and things that you surround yourself? What kind of places do you go to? Like what kind of energy are you drawing into yourself every day, and as well as projecting, you know? Okay, and then you've got summon. Wow, okay. Summon, that is a very powerful card. And vision, oh, okay, 100%, okay. So, vision, intention. Well, how do you foresee your future? What do you want from yourself? And summon is calling in the energy that you want. If you want protection, it's like calling on your guides, carrying crystals that have that energy, being around the kind of people that have the energy that you want. So I feel like your message here right now is to, like, number one, you're missing something. You're missing some kind of opportunity for some of you, okay? There's something you're actually missing in your environment. But for others of you, the thing that you're missing is your own skills and abilities, particularly your ability and skill to manifest. But the key to this is like getting very clear with your intention and energetically aligning with that intention and harnessing your own power, calling in from the universe what you want, and as well as calling in the support, as well as like harnessing your own power. Yeah, very strong vibes here about manifestation, growth. I just feel like this group, I don't know. You're meant to do something. There's some advice here about, like, I don't know. You're supposed to either become or create or be involved in something big. Something very powerful. No limits, okay? I feel like this group, I'm surprised the Magician didn't come out. I feel like, but this is more than alchemy, where the Magician, he's like the master alchemizer, but I feel like this is more about, like, I don't know, there's a magical element to this here. Very spiritual element to this. Really feel like this group is limitless if they can tap into their own power. Okay, let's see what else you got. You got trust. Trust relieves the worry and clears the path for forward motion. Divine forces are guiding your life. You are well protected. Exactly. It's exactly what I was getting. Divine forces are guiding your life. You are well protected. You need to connect with that, okay? You need to believe in that and connect with that. Open. Open to the gentle persuasion of your inner being. Notice how your life unfolds naturally with all the ingredients you need to be happy. That really makes me think of this Wonders card. Like I said, you need to be open. I feel like you're closed to something, a lot of you right now. You're closed to some kind of possibility. You've put some kind of limit on yourself that is not supposed to be there, or doesn't have to be there. Like, you can blast through any limits you've put on yourself that you believe apply to you. Like, you can blast through those. You need to be open. Yeah, open to all the possibilities. And then you've got expand. Massive expansion energy here. Count your blessings to expand your heart. Take everything further. There is so much for you to be joyful about. Yeah, I feel like a lot of your expansion lies in your ability to kind of shift this Four of Cups energy, see the beauty around you, see the magic around you, and realize that you're part of that magic. And again, that you have no limits. Take everything further. That's really standing out to me. This group needs to take everything further. There's so much further for you to go. So if you have been feeling like in your life you've been stuck, don't know how far you're going to get in life, like things are limitless for you, group number 2. There's really a lot of spiritual support for you to expand and grow and keep going further in some area of your life or your whole life. Or maybe it's just about your own self-development, you know, although those things all go hand in hand. But yeah, so the advice you need the most right now, group number 2, just to recap, is you need to realize, you need to see all of the beauty and magic around you and within you. And anywhere in your life that you feel like you are stuck or trapped or you don't have options, you do have options that you're missing. You need to open your eyes up, like start paying attention. I feel like some of you aren't paying attention to something because of your mindset. But anywhere in your life that you feel, like you don't have an option, you feel trapped, you feel stuck, there are options, okay, that you're not seeing. And if you just can shift this mentally, energetically, you will see them. You are being spiritually supported here, and you have a ton of potential for growth, expansion, manifestation. You have to be clear about your intention and call in support. Again, it's like calling in support and then harnessing your own power and being very clear about your vision and intention for yourself, and keeping in mind that there are no limits. Like whatever your wildest dream is, group number 2, I know this sounds very dramatic, but this is what I'm getting. It's like whatever your wildest dream is, like start visioning that. Start calling that in. Okay, if this resonated, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 3, if you chose this Inner Peace card, let's see what your advice is from your spirit team, the advice you need the most right now. We have cards here ready for you. I pre-shuffled today, and I just take what pops out when I do that. Let's start with your tarot. Your first tarot card is the Hermit. I love this Hermit card. I love this deck. It's the Forest of Enchantment tarot, by the way. The King of Wands, which is the keeper of spells in this deck. 5 of Challenges, or the 5 of Swords. Ten of Challenges, or the 10 of Swords. Okay. And the Weaver of Challenges, which is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we'll look at your oracle real quick. I'll just reflect on these for a minute before I grab them. Okay, so centering your reading is this 5 of Challenges, which is the 5 of Swords. And I mean, that's a conflictual energy, but with this particular 5 of Challenges, this card always, to me, speaks about something you think is unsurmountable, like a major, like something blocking your path, or it gives me like David and Goliath. I think that's it, right? The little guy and the giant, that story. I don't know if any of you know it. Anyway, but yeah, it's like the feeling of this card is like something insurmountable, something so huge that you couldn't overcome, like a mountain. It's got a mountain kind of energy here. And then right beside it, you've got the 10 of challenges, a 10 of swords, which is like just feeling beat up, feeling at the end of your rope. Something's been very challenging, but it's the 10 of challenges that came out, okay? So even though this seems something hard is about to end for you, even if it's just naturally the evolution of the way it's going, or it's like, or you're going to overcome something that you didn't think you could overcome that has really been hard. And you've got the Queen of Swords here, and this one in particular, she's very icy. She's very icy. She's got these vines up, these thorny vines, you know, like a wall of protection. But she's very much about truth. She can cut right to the heart of the matter. There's no wishy-washy communication with her, and can even seem a bit harsh sometimes, you know. Maybe this situation is sort of, I don't know, maybe this situation has affected your heart somehow, and you're a little bit cold, you're a little bit sharp now in your overall energy. There's a lack of trust now because you've been taught it somehow. And then you've got this King of Wands, which is beautiful. So much fire and power within him. Very passionate, very powerful, very much can wield his own power to make his passions happen. Goes after what he's passionate about. And then you've got the Hermit, which is like a retreat energy. Also, but it's not even just that. That's not really the best way. It's like a self-discovery, a period of isolation, a period of being by yourself, of learning about yourself, of developing a relationship with yourself, or just getting to know yourself, or needing to understand the world better. And you can't do that with too much outside activity or interference. It's like a period of needing to be with yourself more for whatever reason, really, for any of those kinds of reasons. So, and then you've got the Inner Peace card, which drew you in. I can feel this strong need for inner peace here, very much so, in these other cards. So that is interesting that, yeah, they're all going together. But I just want to pull your oracle now. And before we really get the advice for you, I'm just kind of reading out the energy right now. So you've got follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. Interesting. That's an Alice in Wonderland oracle, obviously. For any of you that know Alice in Wonderland, follow the white rabbit. Okay, so there's some message about curiosity and where that can lead us. Then you've got vervain of everlasting, spellbound, soul alignment, release, and protection. I feel like in the Hermit, there's a lot of soul alignment that happens when you're in this Hermit phase, for sure. Release. I feel like I need to release all this energy over here. Okay, and then we've got invisible with the Hermit. Maybe some of you are feeling, so this card, oh, sorry, I just got to fix this. I don't know what I did. This card is like, can be about feeling like you don't fit in, feeling at odds with the world, at odds with other people. This can also be actually a need to keep something to yourself. Like there's different messages with the card. That's one before, like I said, about not feeling like you don't fit in. It can also be a message about actually needing to keep something to yourself. Like that's actually a good thing. This can be a call, yeah, needing to, I think with the Hermit here, it could be a call that some of you do need to spend some time with yourself, or maybe that's what you're coming out of. I'm not quite sure. We're going to clarify. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then you've got the Grove, which is about healing. It's about giving yourself the space, whatever environment you need to heal. So there's definitely healing that is needed or is happening for this group, or maybe some of you have been through a massive healing journey and you're like, when is this ever going to end? Or you're in the middle of it, you know? Let's get your last few oracle cards are Patience. Patience is not a command to wait. It's a relaxed approach to this moment so the next moment can reveal itself with ease. Your patience creates excellence. Okay, something is coming to an end, okay? Whatever hard thing you've been through, it's coming to an end. Okay? It is. This is an assurance that it is. Progress, exactly. Put your best foot forward. Move forward. Move toward that which feels good to you. Dynamic forward motion is in the works for you now. Okay, I'm starting to get this advice here. I keep hitting the camera with your reading, and I don't know why. And then we've got acceptance. Okay. Move at your own pace. Embrace your great qualities with confidence. You are a divine creator here to explore through your unique vision. Honor yourself. Okay. Lots of messages coming through. All right. Number one, the number one message for you, group number 3, is this one. Okay. The patience message. Patience with yourself, patience with life, patience with, there's like a surrender energy here with these. Acceptance and patience. And you've got the Hermit, okay? Yeah. There is it's time for you to have some peace, okay? That, I think what Spirit's really hoping that you can do and really wants to support you in doing is being able to find some peace while this last leg of this hard thing sort of sorts itself out as you move into more healing or move into healing, or wherever you're at in this. Different people out there are going to be at different stages of this journey, and there's not just advice coming through for you, but there's assurance that a hard time is ending. Progress, you are making progress. But the real strong advice, or you are making progress, whether it's tangible, visible or not. Eventually it will be. You'll know eventually that you're making progress if you don't know right now. But you have made a ton of progress already. You're at the 10 of challenges, okay? You've been through it. And there's been a lot of growth for you, group number 3, okay? But it's time for some peace. And right now, if all you can do is create it internally, then that's what you do. I feel like the advice for you is to only right now, you need to be very discerning, okay? You need to be very discerning with how you move forward in terms of like where you put your energy. You're being advised to only put your energy into things that are absolutely in alignment and true for you. Your true passions that you have to define for yourself. This is so much about your own, what is true for you. You're unique. Group number 3, there's something unique about you. There's something unique about all of us, but you in particular there's something very special and unique about you. And you might feel like you don't fit in sometimes. You don't know how you're going to move forward. You feel different. Something, maybe everything you've been through makes you feel different now. Like maybe you feel like people don't understand you now. I can relate to this a lot, actually. I feel like this is like also my pile. If out of all these 3 piles, I feel like this one is also mine. But I feel like I'm coming out the other end. I feel like you're where I was, last year. But you need to be very discerning with how you use your energy, who you decide to be around, what you decide to pursue. Your energy is precious, precious, precious. Group number 3. There's something very special about you that you need to honor. And when we go in through these, I think you need to know the power of your uniqueness. Okay? When we go into these hermit periods of our lives, we come out with a much greater understanding of ourselves. Sometimes it's just about who we are and how we work, but sometimes it's also about our gifts and purpose that we have a greater understanding of. So I think that if you don't have a greater if you don't really feel like you know that about yourself yet, I think that's what a lot of this healing has to do with, more healing. Then for those of you that, don't feel like you really know yourself or really understand your own beautiful uniqueness and how it's such a gift to you and to other people or to the world, that there's more self-discovery to do, and that's, you need to create peace while you do that. You really need to accept who you are, accept your journey as hard as it is. Have some faith that this has not been for nothing. You need to very much honor what you need for healing at this time. Whatever environment you need for healing, you need to prioritize that. So if you need isolation, that's okay. If you need people, then that's okay. You just have to be discerning. I mean, we all need people, but sometimes we need less people than others. And you need to be very discerning about who you let into your world right now. But you give yourself what you need, and you accept who you are and what you need, and accept this hard journey you've been on with some faith that it's coming to an end. Like, I'm gonna didn't do this for any of the other groups, but for you, I'm gonna pull a few more cards. I just want to see, let's clarify this. Follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. Follow the white rabbit. Why is this card here, please, for group number 3? Why is follow the white rabbit here? What's this? Okay. 6 of spells, so 6 of wands. This is like about a job well done, recognition, victory. And then let's get another one. Why is this? What is this curiosity meets opportunity about? What is this about, Spirit? For group number 3, what is this curiosity meets opportunity message about for group number, okay, strength. Strength and 6 of wands. One more before I pull that message together. What specifically is the opportunity? What is this opportunity? What's the opportunity? Okay. So we've got the Child of Spells, or sorry, you can't see that. Sorry about that. You've got the Page of Wands here, okay? Listen, group number 3, I don't know if you saw my last reading about why this hard thing has happened to you. That might be of interest to you. I usually don't promote my other readings, but this one, I just feel like that reading might be of use to you. Because the message I'm getting here is that part of all this is about redirecting you somehow towards your true passions. Your unique passions and gifts. I feel like, I don't know, with this strength card, it's like, I feel like it's been hard to be you, kind of. Yeah. You are so loved and cared for and cherished by your spirit team. Like, they really see your own uniqueness and beauty. But this, yeah, I think it's going to require some strength for you to, because you've already been through so much. But you have the inner resources, okay? You have the inner resources, you have the inner strength, you have the support to be able to move on to this next phase of your life. And this next phase of your life involves going after something you're passionate about. This is like something you're going to have to, in a way, start off new with. You're going to have to be a little bit of a apprentice or like just learning something new. But it's something that's so uniquely your own gift and power, your real true passion. And I feel like you're going to be worried that it's not for everybody, or that it's, maybe by the time you get to this point, you're going to be like me and you don't care anymore about what other people think. You just care about being true to yourself and living according to your own values and yeah, making the most out of this life, right? I can tell you, most of my friends, I mean, I've had, in my own process of doing this, I had to let go of some friends. They were out of alignment with me, but those people would just make fun of me for having a tarot channel. But I don't care. This is my true passion. This is one of them anyway. And it's like, yeah. So I feel like some of you are going to feel a little bit like, and you know what? You don't have to tell everyone at the beginning. I feel like, yeah, there's something new that's going to be coming for you. A new passion project, a new career, a new relationship, something that you just feel so passionate about and you know is really right for you. But it's going to require you to have some more strength, because I feel like you're going to feel like it's a little bit at odds with other people, or other people won't understand it or approve of it. Well, by the time you go through all this, you start to let go of that kind of stuff. Group number 3. But this is, you're meant to be victorious. And the ironic thing is that people who you're going to feel at odds, or people may not approve of what you're doing or think it's weird, or I don't know, but it's like they're going to end up actually coming around and recognizing your gift and like how amazing you are and how skilled you are and whatever. So I think you need to be very curious about yourself right now. Be very curious about yourself. Follow what is true to you. Keep discovering yourself. Okay? And you go after. There's a new path for you to go after something that you're very passionate about, that's going to bring you this 6 of Wands energy, okay? I loved your reading, group number 3. If it resonated, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.